Hello kids, welcome back to the topic talking about people job. You studied earlier, the engineer build bridges and high buildings. The cook works in a restaurant. The dentist will check your teeth. And the chemist work in a pharmacy. The fireman work in a fire station. The policeman and the policewoman will help people in trouble, and a lot more. You also studied an artist that makes beautiful things or make things beautifully. And then the actors will act on a movie screen. We'll also study the photographer or the secretary, the businessman and the businesswoman. So today you will study more. Let's have a look at the first one. Player. Easy. You have soccer player. Anyone can become a player. Anything. The mechanic can fix anything. Quite. I'm quite a good cook.
Everywhere.
Anyone. Anything. Everywhere.
Anywhere.
Everywhere. Anywhere. Anyone. Anything. Quite. Player. Now, how can we use those vocabulary? Let's see the story.
My mother has been a photographer for many years. A photographer is a person who takes photos of anyone or anything. My mother has 3 cameras and she takes them everywhere she goes. She is ready to take a photo anywhere and anytime she sees something interesting. I think it is quite good to be a photographer.
What is her mother's job? She's a photographer. So she's a photographer. And what does the photographer do? The photographer will take photos of anyone or anything. So you can take photos of anyone, you can take photos of me, you can take photos of other people. You can take photos for anything. You can take photos for a flower, even you can take photos for the pictures or anything. And what do you use to take photos? You use a camera. Use a camera to take photo. And if you have the camera, you can take the camera everywhere you go. You can take the camera to the park, to the zoo, to the beach, to the restaurant. You can take your camera everywhere. And what else? You can take photo anywhere. You take your camera everywhere and you can take photos everywhere. On the mountains, on a beach, everywhere you go. And you can take photos anytime. Anytime means you can take photos in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and even at night. You can take photos anytime. So, the reading is talking about, she is talking about her mother. Her mother is a photographer. And she has been a photographer for many years. She has a camera, so she can take photos of anyone and anything. And she has 1 camera, 2 cameras, or 3 cameras. Yes, she has 3 cameras. And she takes her camera everywhere. She's ready to take photos anywhere and anytime. And she thinks it's quite good to be a photographer. Do you want to be a photographer in the future? Do you want to be a photographer one day? If you are a photographer, you can have a camera. You can take the camera everywhere. And you can take photos of anyone or anything at any time. Okay? Let's answer the questions.
My mother has been a photographer for many years.
What did you hear? My mother has been a photographer for many years. My mother has been a photographer for many years. Could you say that? Excellent. Next one.
A photographer is a person who takes photos.
What does the photographer do? She takes photo. So, a photographer is a person who takes photos. Very good. My mother has been a photographer for many years. A photographer is a person who takes photos. Very good. Next one.
My mother can take a photo of anyone or anything.
Take photos of anyone or anything. So my mother can take a photo of anyone or anything. Now, can you continue saying? A photographer is a person who takes photos. My mother can take a photo of anyone or anything. Now, I'll say the first sentence, you say the next one, and then I'll say the last sentence. Are you ready? Go. My mother has been a photographer for many years. My mother can take a photo of anyone or anything. The next sentence.
She takes her 3 cameras everywhere she goes.
What does she take? 3 cameras. Where? Everywhere she goes. So she takes her 3 cameras everywhere she goes. Very good. I will say the sentence from photographer to the full stop. You say the next one, and then I will say the last. A photographer is a person who takes photo. She takes her 3 cameras everywhere she goes. Next one.
She is ready to take a photo when she sees something interesting.
Interesting. See something interesting. She's ready to take photo something interesting. Let's make a sentence. She, not right. She is ready to take a photo when she sees something interesting. Next one.
I think it is quite good to be a photographer.
I think it is quite good to be a photographer. Now you choose it. I think it is quite good to be a photographer. Very good. Now I'll say the sentence. You will say the next one. I'll say the next one, and you say the next one until we're finished. Okay? My mother has been a photographer for many years. My mother can take a photo of anyone or anything. She is ready to take a photo when she sees something interesting. Now you can play with your friends the same thing. You play this game. We have another game to go.
What is this a photo of?
What is this photo of? He's a fireman. What does he do? He puts out or he fights with the fire.
This is a photo of a fireman fighting a fire.
This is a photo of a fireman fighting a fire. Next one.
What is this a photo of?
Easy, right? This is a photo of the secretary. What does she do? She answers the phone, right? Listen.
This is a photo of a secretary answering the phone.
This is the photo of a secretary answering the phone. Now I will do gestures and you will say that. Very good. Next one. One more.
What is this a photo of?
What it is a photo of? Right. She must be a dentist. She's checking his teeth. Listen.
This is a photo of a dentist repairing a boy's tooth.
Very good. This is a photo of a dentist repairing a boy's tooth. Very good. Now you would say that? This is the photo of a dentist repairing a boy's tooth. Very good. Next one.
What is this a photo of?
What is it a photo of? He's having a camera, so he must be a photographer.
This is a photo of a photographer taking a photo.
So this is a photo of a photographer taking a picture, taking a photo. Very good. So we have studied so many vocabulary to talk about people job. I hope you will enjoy it. You did a great job today. Goodbye. See you next time.